Distraction team. You guys have entered the city. What do you wish to do?
We'll get to the circle, or get to where the center of town is, where they were holding all the festivals and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you walking sort of just straight down the center? Are you being quiet about it? What is the...
Well, we're team distraction.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather get there than start fighting than having to stop and fight on our way.
If we can get there within... What?
I was saying, as fast as we can, as stealthily as we can. Like...
Those are polar opposites. Do you want to do in between those two? Or...
Well, I mean, the whole point is for us to draw the entire... To alert the horde, more or
That's
less.
true.
We're going in the western gate, I believe.
They went in the other gate. They went in the western gate, you went in the eastern gate. They're on the other side of the city from you right now.
So if we can start calling people from where we're going, like we're in the city.
You are.
And if we can head down a main avenue and just be loud and like, from experience, how long does it take to get from the gate to the center of town?
Just walking 5-ish minutes. Not too long.
Oh,
What about running? Or jogging?
Running?
Or like, just like, brisk, fast pace?
Brisk, fast pace would be walking would be about 5 minutes.
Okay. Then I think if we walk briskly and are just loud and get, like, very attention grabby, then, like, the whole point is for us to get there. Marianne,
yes.
how good are you at jumping from rooftop to rooftop?
That wasn't with us on that.
No, she wasn't!
I'm great at it.
You seem like you would be very, very competent doing something.
Yeah, I agree!
Oh, honey. I got stories for you. And Sylvan.
Oh,
I like stories.
Yeah, you
I
know,
look at you
and I
like-
don't care.
what's that mean?
Nothing. Yes, I'm gonna climb up on the roof.
Okay,
If you
make
could find
an
a good
acrobatics
spot
check for me.
you to...
Yeah. Well, oh wait. I need to set up my stairs before I get up on the roof.
Your snares?
I have stairs, so I'd rather be on the ground getting to the place than have to get back up.
Okay, well, if I'm being loud, then you're not going to have as much time to set up snare. So, do we want to get...
I'm gonna run ahead of them then, because it takes me a minute to set up snares.
Okay, so you're going to book ass ahead, and then we'll just...
Yep.
Are you going to be making noise where you are? Or sitting down for a bit?
You can make noises as you go. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I figured, like, what had ended up happening is Lithra's just going to start singing. Just as loudly as she can.
Mm-hmm.
Just singing and laughing and just whatever fucking, like, old, like, country road bullshit songs that she remembers from her childhood.
I thought we were being sneaky.
Well,
But singing is good, too.
yeah, you can get rid of that Pass Without a Trace spell now if you want. If you're going to sing too, you can sing something.
Yeah, sure. The Dryads start singing a old, very baudy, Sylvan sort of like mating song. Just like
Someone
mating
come
song, like a
Someone come like this!
yeah, pretty much like a
Or it's just
the
like...
Sylvan version of like Uptown Funk.
Yeah.
Very just like a
Is one of them
Raunchy
a Sylvan,
song.
like Kenny G?
sure. That's one of the.
So you're
Just
setting
like,
up snares
I'm
around.
blushing.
Around the stage where we're gonna be, like, from where they would be coming. I would assume.
When you get there,
Yeah.
Okay, first up, people surrounded, like in the singing loud section. You hear a low moaning noise as the nearest,
Here they come.
the nearest two like zombies that were, maybe 45 feet away from you because you're inside of the thing, turn to face towards you and start like they both kind of let out a and start to walk towards you, shambling. They both like fall off of the wall.
And die on impact.
No, but kind of stand back up and start shambling slowly.
I like to
towards you.
picture like a wet slap because it's like super muddy because of all the rain. So
It
it's
is.
just like the and then like
Like you dropped like a chicken cutlet on the floor.
And they're like trying to.
that noise.
They're squishing, trying to get up.
You're trying to wash chicken, then you actually kind of drop it in the sink.
Yes! Like, well, I was washing it anyway.
Yeah. That.
And they are approaching you slowly.
Oh, we're done, gonna, start leading, following the leader.
Oh, I see.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. And just like Johnny Cash the whole way up.
Uptown Funk gonna give it to
It's just like a discordant, awful clashing.
It's a very super gross.
But that's the point.
I don't know why my mind immediately went to Majora's Mask whenever you get the marching mask. And it was just like,
Darmish is gonna
Malred.
have... Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Darmish.
No,
That's right. No, say it.
No, Darmish is gonna have, Norman see this kind of, go around in a circle and, bang on his shield.
Break him asleep because we
Warriors, come out and play!
And just Norman see this with his feet. People hate feet.
Gross.
That's his name.
It's so gross. Malred.
Just stop it around.
As you approach the center of town, I need you to roll a perception check.
A stealthception?
Oh, perception? 10.
Oh.
10. Ooh.
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Behind you, you hear a very expected cacophony of noise.
Uh-huh.
You hear a little bit in the distance what you would guess to be the moans of zombies. It's not 100% sure. It is a little bit, it's faint because it is so distant. You approach the center of town. You see that, again, you see no living souls whatsoever. You see the burnt wreckage of the Blue Water Inn. Sort of the frontispiece is sort of standing still, the facade, and then but behind that there seems to be just sort of collapsed in walls and so on. Several of the other shops nearby look like they have received a similar treatment.
Okay.
In the center is halfway torn down that display area. And next to it, there seems to be some sort of construction. There's like a scaffolding with sort of a solid block of what looks to be granite or maybe marble inside of it.
Is it new?
It's certainly not something that you recognize.
This bitch is building a fucking statue of Strahd.
Oh, God.
Working on it. You don't see anybody.
I don't see anybody. Okay. I want to go ahead and put down 2 traps.
Where would you like to
2
put-
stairs. Not from the direction they're coming from, but one coming the road that would go to Lady Voctor's house.
Uh-huh.
One on the ground there,
Mhm.
and then one on if the stage is here and facing that way, towards the Blue Water Inn. So one over there by the Blue Water Inn, and then one by.
Okay.
So on 2 different roads.
Got it, yes.
Sorry, I just...
For more noise, can I use the bagpipes?
You may absolutely try
I'm
to
not
play them. You're real bad at it.
No,
You're not
it's
prepared. It's discordant and awful.
Didn't you give the bagpipes to Darmish, though?
Yeah, Darmish
Oh,
got it.
But don't those scare people away?
Away. Yeah.
If you focus your mind and energy to do them, otherwise they have to
I mean,
Darmish.
if they have to, roll a certain amount, do, a performance.
You have to roll a performance.
Okay.
So, just to make noise. Darmish, do you remember those bagpipes I gave you?
No.
Yeah. No, I don't.
May I?
You gave me
I
what?
gave you... It's a very strange looking instrument. It's got kind of a whole bunch of little, pipes sticking off of it, off of a little bag. May I have that, please? Can I look in your bag?
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
Can I get the bagpipes out of Darmish's pack?
You
Sure.
have to get up on Norman Steedus.
I will do that. Hesitantly, but
Meanwhile, 2 or 3 more zombies have joined. There's now 5 zombies kind of trailing behind you. Some of them have sort of come out from these side passageways.
But as we attain more zombies, it turns into
So I'm gonna take the bagpipes and I'm just gonna start playing horribly, so that way we're even louder and making even more noise. So
you are making. I can't make bad bagpipe noises with my mouth, but you're making them.
I mean,
With
the
your
one
mouth
video
and
that
the
Abby,
bagpipe.
my first bagpipes video.
Very much. That's exactly what's happening.
Baby's first bagpipe.
you're setting your last trap as you hear that.
Okay. Just so they are invisible. After
Yes.
I set them.
I want you to make a stealth check while you do that.
Okay. 15.
Okay.
Did you still have pass without a trace on you?
She does. No,
But I'm not close enough.
because
I thought she
the Dryad
cast it,
did.
and then the Dryad.
It's an aura around the Dryads, which
I-
they have
I-
since taken over.
I thought that she had cast it on herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And once I get done, I'm gonna hop up on it. I'll
Get up.
actually hop up on the blue water and this roof.
Is there still a roof on it?
Is there enough to stand on?
Make a.
Or the best place to stand to speed up.
when you look at it, it doesn't seem like you'd be able to climb it without it kind of falling to pieces.
Okay. So
Check if the mirror's still.
Yeah, but there are some other nearby rooftops that you could probably hop up on.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, you get up on one that's sort of on the northern side of this area. It's not difficult.
Yeah.
Easy to climb. Eventually, after about 5-ish minutes of horrible noises, you guys make it to the center of town. By the time they do that, Sneak Team Alpha, you guys hear... I think all you hear is bagpipes.
Just the
But it, carries across the wind a little bit.
I
There they go. Is there any movement in the house?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Okay. That's the best wisdom roll you've ever made.
It's because I didn't need the modifier.
It's true. You actually are able to see through a couple of the windows, and you see on the bottom floor, in what you would guess to be some sort of sitting room area, you watch as a single zombie kind of makes its way past these windows and turns and shambles through a door to the back. And as part of your natural 20, you hear a back door sort of open. And this zombie leaves the house and starts heading towards the center of town. What you don't see is any of these rogue figures.
Leaving, right. I'm gonna turn back into a bat. I think it hasn't been too long.
No, you have about half an hour of that left. Maybe
Turn
40
back into a
minutes.
bat. And just see if there's anywhere I would be able to squeeze inside.
Make an investigation check.
7.
Yeah, no, remember what?
Lady Walker's first name.
I don't know if you know it. You got a 7?
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any obvious little bat holes. The only thing that you can think of is the chimney.
Is there smoke coming out of it?
There's not smoke coming out. You want to go in the chimney?
Yeah.
Did you let anybody else know, or are you just kind of going to go do that?
I think he probably just whispered, I'm gonna try to get a closer look, and then open the bat.
Do you want us to wait out here?
If I find something, I'll come back. If you're not here, I assume you got in.
Okay.
I also hear the fucking bagpipes.
It's a little bit louder now. You guys have reached the center of town. Tapsel, you flutter down the chimney, and you enter in, poof, out through a kind of disused fireplace.
Yeah, I'm dirty again.
Yeah, what do you know?
You did it.
In a kitchen.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, you gotta cook in ovens.
Walker eats?
Okay, I should have said you had two choices for chimneys. There are two. Now that I have figured out what a chimney is on this map, there are two chimneys.
Okay.
There's one on the side of the house, and there's one kind of more towards the center.
I think to be safe, he's gonna go on the side.
Okay, that is the kitchen one.
Okay. And then just see if there's anybody moving around.
You don't see anybody. The doors are closed. You don't see anybody moving in this kitchen. It does seem like it's been used relatively. It doesn't seem like it's dusty or full of decay or anything like that. But it doesn't seem like it's been used often recently.
The door out of the kitchen is closed.
There are two doors out of the kitchen. One to the north and one to the west.
Is there more house in the north direction or more house in the west direction?
In the west direction.
I'll peek out the bottom of that one if I can.
Okay. What you see there is a pair of staircases. One leading, you're on sort of a landing area. There's a open archway-style door to the south of you that leads towards, you can see out the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is a staircase leading up and a staircase leading down. And then another door on your immediate west, which has it has kind of glass in it, and you can see through it would be that dining room area that you just saw the zombie like shamble through.
Do I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
11.
Only slightly more muted bagpiping.
I know they're in the basement. Can I creep closer to that staircase just to see if I can hear anything?
You want to like creep towards the staircase until you hear something, you think? Or where do you want to stop?
If I don't manage to hear anything, I'm not going to go down the stairs.
Okay. You do not hear anything when you're at the top of that staircase.
Do I see anything with my shitty bat vision?
So I'm going to say bats see in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I think that seems reasonable. I don't think they see very well. The only thing that you can really make out down there is footsteps in the dust that lead both up and down, and you do see sort of like a drag marks headed in the downwards direction. Otherwise, the staircase goes down and takes a turn. You can't see into the basement from the top.
So there's like a landing?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to the landing.
Okay. Flutter, kind of creeping along the side.
Uh-huh.
And you go back around. And you turn the corner on the landing and you can see into this cellar. You do not see anybody. You see a, sort of from where you're standing to your left on the east side of the house, you see another kind of rickety wooden staircase leading up towards one of those closing cellar doors, which you would gather would be on the other side of the house over there. You see a closed door to the west leading into another room of the cellar. But most of the cellar is taken up by about 25 coffins, stacked in rows on one end, kind of like one on top of another.
Okay. Vampires.
Elm's got a sword.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
I forgot about Steve.
Now that I have all that information, I'm going to try to make it back up and out the way I came in.
Let's have you roll another stealth check.
Come on, my good bad boy.
Hey, guys! Oh, no.
Oh, no!
Okay, good.
We're probably not much better.
It's a 6?
Oh, sorry, that's fine.
I'm going to say you let out a little batty chirp of surprise when you see what's down the stairs. And nothing happens as far as you can tell.
I can't believe that.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
But you head back upstairs.
Okay.
And back out the way you came. Okay. And land next to Elm and Esmeralda.
Where I think they are.
They cut you here from like nowhere. What did you see?
To a bat?
Yeah.
I think it's like to be invisible again, trying to find her.
Well, bats can echolocate,
yeah.
and you can bounce.
But it's really cute, because it's like squeaking and like...
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Voomp, voomp, voomp. Found it.
Yep. Touch her again, and then turn
That's
back.
not how that works.
No?
You can't. You cast it on somebody,
Okay,
but when they break it, it's broken.
is there something he can duck behind so he can shift back to talk?
Yes, you guys are sort of like in a burnt area.
Okay. He'll shift back so that his back is to the building, and it's just like, well, the good news is there's really no one out patrolling the halls.
Mm-hmm.
The bad news is the cellar is full of 25, 30 coffins or so.
Shit.
I hope our distraction team calls them out, but I will say there's an easier entrance.
Oh,
There's doors straight to the cellar on the other side of the house.
good job, guys.
Thanks.
Very sneaky as you cross the street. I cannot make you invisible.
Well, I think I have a bit more energy to be a bat.
You do, a little bit. Esmeralda continues to take you by the hand, Elm, and you guys go around to the cellar door. It is locked. There's a big old padlock.
Oh man, it'd be awesome if we had a rogue.
Nah, that'd be weird. Who brings rogues on sneaking? Uh-oh.
We're rolling so good.
I'm so mad.
CT
This
was
would be a
doing the
thieves'
best.
tools, so you add your dexterity and twice your proficiency bonus.
Okay, thank God.
Swear.
That's a 16.
You barely managed to unlock it.
Yeah, homie rolled a 6. So.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Luckily it's a big older lock. For a moment you're worried that your pick is going to snap just from the amount of force that you have to exert to get this thing to open. It doesn't seem like this lock has been opened in a while. You get the feeling it's a little bit rusty, but you clank it open. It falls to the ground with a muffled thunk, and you're able to slowly creak these cellar doors open and start going downstairs.
WD-40.
Invent some WD-40. Distraction team. You are now in the center of town.
We did.
I told them where the traps are so they don't step on them.
You can see down the major roads of Valaki, there are several zombies approaching you.
This is the best you can do, Walker. I'm unimpressed, par for the course.
Eventually, about 10 or so have surrounded you. Where are you guys? What are you doing?
I'm gonna get up on that stage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna wait until the majority of them are within my channel divinity, kill them all,
Mm-hmm.
and then do that.
Okay. You channel divinity. I don't think... Do you roll for that at all?
No, you do. The wisdom save
I
of the
roll
Zambos.
Wisdom save for the zombos. What is your DC?
17.
Literally none of them make it.
Ash!
None of them even rolled a 17, but they have a -2. Sorry.
Is that the best you've got?
There is a slow clapping from the south of you, out of the ruins of the inn, walks 3 figures. One of them you recognize, and 2 of them are, at first glance, foreign to you. The one in the center is the one clapping, and that one is Lady Voctor.
Ooh, yay. Yes!
I was so hoping I'd see you. I'm so sorry for your loss. Your son died like a pig.
Then he, my dear, will be in excellent company. With the rest of you.
Oh, darling, I'm not the sow here. You can put as much makeup on as you'd like, but we can't hide what we are.
She carefully, gingerly steps over the snare.
Damn it! Wait, no, it's invisible. Did she?
She saw you
put
do
it
it.
there. Damn
Is
it!
what that is.
You did not roll very high on your stealth check to run right in front of where she was hiding and put something on the ground,
Damn it!
and then run somewhere else and put something on another ground.
She saw both of them.
Yes.
She saw one of them at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
You rolled a
obviously
15 for stealth, dude. Don't know what to tell you.
That's pretty good. We're level 8.
Flanking her are 2 large, human-shaped figures. And, at first glance, they would appear to be just sort of bigger than your average zombie. But, as they start to walk closer, you actually see that their skin is sort of wriggling slightly.
Ooh. Like worms under their skin?
Maybe. And Lady Voctor strides slowly towards you again, just clapping. I don't know why you think you can needle me.
It's
I've
working
got
so far.
everything I want right here.
The queen of nothing. I see.
I have eternal life. That's all I need.
Wonderful. I cast daylight.
We're gonna roll initiative. You cannot surprise her. But I do not think we're going to fight them today
No, because
because
I know
it's 10:18. So, we're going to roll initiative. But the last thing that's going to happen there is I need you guys to make a perception check.
Please, can I just roll nicely one time?
Oh, what did I roll?
No, I can't.
Good, that means next time you'll roll really good.
24.
24?
17.
21?
17.
Fantastic. From points around you, either from behind, like windows of shops, or like bursting out of crates that have been sort of jumbled up in the edges of town, burst 6 feral vampires. Something that you haven't seen in a while. And as we are all rolling initiative, they start running towards you.
Oh, so excited.
And Lady Wachter, and as you are casting daylight, Lady Wachter just smiles.
Do I see fangies?
You
Is Lady Wachter within 30 feet of the 2 dryads?
No, just barely not. She probably will be when we do that.
Good.
But that's gonna happen. Sneak team.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing? Tatsuo, I assume you make your way to the top of the staircase again.
Mm-hmm.
You see footsteps start to descend slowly in like the grime of the cellar door. You watch it like swing open, and then nothing happens, and you hear like very muted creaking noises as something comes down the cellar stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, spaced out.
What you doing? You're in the cellar now.
Something's coming down the stairs.
No, it's
No.
you.
Oh, it's
They're
them?
invisible.
Oh, I thought something was coming
No,
down the
no, no,
stairs.
no.
They are.
I guess hide by the door. Because they're supposed to distract, right?
They're
Oh.
distracting.
Right.
I thought so, but nothing seems to be leaving.
I mean, okay, so we're in the cellar. I didn't do a perception check when I went in. Is there like a door to the rest of the house?
There is another. You can see. You don't need a perception check necessarily. There is the stairs that go up to the rest of the house. There is a ton of coffins, and there is another door in the cellar to another part of the cellar.
I don't think I can be a bat any longer and be of any use.
I don't think so.
So, shift back.
He's a boy.
If you're going to be moving around stealthily, I need you to roll a stealth check.
I'll try.
I believe in you.
If Esmeralda and I are invisible, are we invisible to each other?
Yes, you cannot see each other.
15.
Okay. What do you guys do?
Approaching the other door.
Alright. What do you do?
Check for traps.
Roll an investigation check. Or actually, is there like a trap find thing?
Can I just glance over the coffins?
Sure. Roll an investigation check yourself.
I think there used to be in a different edition.
21.
21. Tatzel, very carefully, and only because you're aware of sort of how deep a vampire might sleep during the day, you approach one of the coffins. You notice a couple of things. They seem to be designed to be able to be entered from sort of... They're all piled on top of each other, but they seem to have, like... They seem to be able to be entered from the front. Like they have a hinge, so that like the ones on the bottom aren't just trapped until you get that like out of there. And you approach one, and you sort of put your ear very carefully to the wood, and you knock. Nothing. Knock. Nothing. What did you roll for your traps?
Natural 20.
Yo.
You've never been more sure in your life that this door is not trapped.
Okay.
Nor is it locked. And actually, as you approach that door, in the process of doing that, because you rolled a natural 20, you hear like very quiet muttering voices and sort of the sounds of activity on the other side. At least 2 people.
Okay, I try to slowly open the door just enough to see.
Roll a stealth check.
That's a 27.
Jesus Christ.
H.
Rogues.
You crack the door. You sort of like, you have this way of, if you hold on to the hinge and you crack the door slightly, you can make it so that it makes slightly less noise. And you reach out and you hold on to the hinge and you pull it slowly open. And what you see in front of you is two robed humans, you would think, busying themselves around the center of this room. It's about 25 feet square. There are some lit sort of torch sconces in the corners, and in the center is this carved like black stone container, and above it is dangling an unconscious human form, and that human form is a woman who looks like, I don't know what she looks like. I forget, but she is the bookshop owner, the 30-something flirted with tassel bookshop owner who you have never met in your life. But the robed human figures have sort of hoods up, and one of them is like kind of winding the rope that is around her ankles to sort of a stanchion on the other end of the room. And one of them is busying himself with like a series of like knife-style implements, sharpening them. You also see dangling in various areas around this room are several emaciated, like completely emaciated human corpses. And on the far end of this room, sitting in sort of a knees up sort of posture, is a young man, youngish man anyways, dressed in black with a breastplate and carrying a pair of swords.
Carl. I try to explain in enough detail, but not too long, what I see to the other two.
Do you close the door?
Yes.
Okay. You make it back to where you hope the people are. When you let go.
Clearly visible.
Tatzel's clearly visible. You can't see Esmeralda at all. But you whispered that information.
So we need another distraction, I think.
Something at least loud enough to get to them.
Something tells me that I can provide this.
Sounds good to me.
I'll go upstairs and announce my presence. You two should probably hide. More than you already are.
I was going to say, you're not even looking at me.
I'm looking at where your voice came from. It's good enough.
I'm walking around you.
Okay.
It's over in another part now.
I thought I had to be touching her.
You're not visible.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
Okay.
That's why you're rolling stealth checks. You still got a 27. You're practically invisible.
Truth.
Tatzel will go upstairs and like bang on the door.
My name is
Like the way out, they took him into the cellar is how he slipped out. Carefully close it. If you want me to roll stealth, I can.
No, it's fine.
Can I just hold on to Esmeralda's hand again and be invisible?
No, it only works as you were doing it. But you can, your 27 stealth is enough for you to find, like, you can hide behind these coffins.
Okay.
You hear immediately they're here. They're here! And then the young man voice says, finish what you're doing. I will take care of the rabble. And you watch as, like, blindingly fast, something blurs its way up out of the room. And you banged on the cellar door or the front door?
The front door.
Front
like
door.
he had just come and approached the house.
A human-shaped
Girl
figure
Scout cookies.
moving like preternaturally fast, flies through the door, up these stairs, and arrives in front of the door. The door opens in front of you, Ted. And it is a young man, slightly pudgy.
I remember him.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him in town.
He sneers at you.
Pleasure to see you again, too.
Do not think I do not know who you are.
No?
Oh, we've been waiting.
Really? Just for
I
me?
have been waiting.
I'm flattered.
He draws both of his swords.
Perhaps you put
Points
up a
1 and
better
2.
fight than your brother did.
I will take that tongue
You will
and
try.
mount it upon my wall, and we will roll it into the next time.